Okay, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Sunday morning. It's like 8:15. Zach's coming to work today because we got to make up for the day. We're probably not going to work, which is going to be Tuesday, 4th of July. But you know, everybody wants their yards cut before then, so we're going to do. Well, we're going to do some of the bigger cuts today. And I'm doing a roundhouse today, y'all. I'm going to be running the Bobcat. You know, I can't wait to try out the new bucket. So. Yeah. One thing that happened, the trailer, the equipment trailer, it fell off of the piece of wood that I usually put under the the jack, and it's so it's real low. So I'm gonna use the Bobcat to pick it up and put it on the ball of the truck. I'm not wanting to do all that, man. It's too early for all that shit. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna cut that drainage ditch over there on that one job. It's always wet. Not sure that I can do it, but it's good to be able to have a lawnmower and the Bobcat on the trailer at the same time. But I want to try out the new bucket, man. So yeah, and get paid to do it, right? I need to start getting some of my money back for that $2,400, man. Yeah. So I ended up having to pay tax on the damn thing. You know, because I couldn't get all that cash out. I could only get $1,800 out. So when I got down there, I still ended up having to spend the money on the tax, man. But, you know, that's just because, well, it cost me an extra $150, man, because I didn't really prepare to go down there and get it. I didn't think they were open on Saturday. And I knew that if I waited until this week, then I would have to take time off of work this week to go get it, and I would have lost more than, you know, the tax money I had, you know, the taxes I had to pay on the bucket. But it's okay. I'll make it back starting today. Yeah. Okay, y'all see that? If you can do this right here, you're a bad boy. The camera's finna go dead, but there's a new bucket, the Bobcat, and a next series Laser Z with the wheels. Yeah, and we are headed over to do one cut, and then I'm going over to the bamboo site, and Zach will wrap up the day. So, but we got we got 4 properties we're gonna do. And I'm going to help Zach with one of them, and then he's going to do the rest of them by himself. And Zach will probably work about 4 hours, make $100 or $80, something like that, you know. I'm not sure exactly how much money it is, but it'll at least be $80, maybe $100 today. And I know I'm gonna get a little bit of flack, but I pay cash on the weekend. When if you come to work on Saturday and Sunday, I'll pay you cash, and we'll just figure it all out. You know, I do have a disclaimer. Yeah, so I appreciate all the views this week. I wish I could get you know, more likes on the videos. That'll help with the algorithms, you know. Yeah. And I know I've been hard on the Skag this week, and probably always will be hard on the Skag until I get rid of it. But when I first got the Skag, I didn't like it. Everybody knew that. But I had to find a way to make it work because, well, I'd already paid for it, and for me to take it back and trade it in, they were going to take like, I was going to take like a $4,500 hit. So the dealers told me, all the dealers around here, they told me that there wasn't no point, you know, they're my, you know, my friends, dealers, whatever you want to call them. They told me that there was no point in me trading it in or anything, you know, when it had, you know, 20 hours on it or whatever, because I wasn't going to get anything, you know, I wasn't going to give so much money for it. So I might as well let the hours get on up to 400 or 500, you know, and then sell it. At least then you're making your money with it, right? Now if I could sell it for, you know, $9,000 or so, then I would do that. If somebody brought me $9,000 for that mower, I would do that all day long. And keep in mind, I paid $8,400 for an Exmark that had 900 hours on it. The Skag don't even have 600 on it. It's got like 595 or something on it. So I would take, you know, $8,500 to $9,000 cash for that mower. Yeah, or I would trade it out, even trade, just like I was saying yesterday. But otherwise, I'm gonna have to keep it. And that's what I was talking about with the equipment yesterday and all. Make sure you get the right equipment, you know. And it ain't the wrong piece of equipment. It's just, and if I had to use it every day, it'd already be gone. I'm just not the one that has to run it, so, you know. Zach does all that there. Been to do. So y'all saw the Keen boots. Those Keen boots, I had a thing from Keen where I was getting like, you know, like 30 or 40% off, something like that. So I ended up getting those boots right there for Zach for like, I think like $100. And I told Zach, you know, he's been doing real good, been coming to work every day, you know, and everything. I told Zach, I said, look, man, you give me $40, man, you pay for half the boots, I'll pay for the other half. So I don't know how many bosses do that for their guys, but I try to help the guys best I can because, well, I'm always going to make good money out here because I'm going to make sure we make good money out here. And for me to be able to, you know, throw $40 or whatever towards some, you know, really good boots for my guy that needs boots, then, you know, it beats him going somewhere and buying some real cheap ones and then lasting 3 weeks and then him needing boots again. The last pair that he got last summer, they lasted about a year. And, you know, they were, so, and he's wearing them all the time, you know, it's not like he's just wearing them to work. But they're pretty nice boots. And I don't mind, like I said, I don't mind really. You know, a lot of people think that I'm a certain type of way. And a lot of times, you know, when I comment on stuff and in people's comments, and I also, you know, do the videos, I come off probably a lot more aggressively anal than I really am, you know. My wife thinks I'm one of the most chillest dudes around. I don't never get really upset about anything, and I mean, yeah. So, you know, I think a lot more, you know, aggressive nature comes out in the videos than I intend. I can't help it. It's just, you know. But people that really know me, and a lot of you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys really know me, y'all know that my intent is not really aggressive. I'm not an aggressive kind of guy by nature. I'm not gonna roll over, but I'm not, you know, I know the videos about the Skag come off all anal and aggressive, and really, you know, at the end of the day, I don't really give a damn because I'm not having to run it, and but it does give me good banter to talk about on the things that I really don't like, and I have accepted the fact that the things that I don't like, you know, just like with the Bobcat that I own, and just like with everything else. I mean, there's always a downside to everything. So, you know, I'm not really, you know, as anal as people might think. So, okay, y'all. So, I got everything loaded, and I'm on my way over here to do this one. And yeah, but I don't know how much mowing footage y'all get. Probably not none, because I really, you know, I mean, you know, mowing is mowing. I mean, but I know I'll get some footage of the new bucket in action. So, you know, so I had a couple guys come and ask me, so when am I going to get the new skid steer? Well, there's nearly, at the end of the day, I'll just be bluntly honest, I won't be getting a new skid steer until this one goes down. And it goes down to a point of where I feel like I don't want to put that much money in it. There's no, you know, I mean, with everything, the price of everything and the availability of everything, there's no sense in me going out here and buying a new skid steer when this one is running just fine. I mean, it's running better than ever. And it doesn't seem to be, you know, lagging in anything. And it's got 4,000 hours on it. So, a new skid steer for me is, well, I plan like I'm going to buy one. And I'll be ready when it comes time to buy one. But right now, let's just keep stacking the money that we're making with this one. So when we get ready to buy a new one, we're not going to be all upside down. You know, I want my skid steer payment to be $300 a month. And not $900 a month. Because I know I'm going to finance some of it. So. But the Takeuchi skid steers, apparently they're very hard to get or something. I don't really know, man, because I put a request in a week ago to 2 of the dealers, and nobody has returned a call or email or anything. I mean, usually when you do that online and you go and you know, request information or whatever, you know, you'll have them call on you, you know, yeah, hardcore. I don't know, man. It ain't where I want to be for sure, but I don't want to buy, I mean, I want to get a Takeuchi TL8 high flow. That's my dream machine, but I may not be able to get one, y'all. I'll be honest, man. And a couple reasons why. Let me tell you why. Well, number one, the availability, apparently. Number two, there's no dealer around here. And that just, that's just really is disheartening. The most convenient dealer around here is the Bobcat dealer. Boy, and I know I've said I don't want to buy a Bobcat because of all the things that I've told y'all a million times, the door and the fuel port. I'm not, you know, the price of the machine is a concern, but it's not the biggest concern when you're, you know, when you're financing a machine and you're going to make money for me, you know. So, yeah. I do have a Kubota dealer that's about 25 miles away, and you know, one of the 75, the SVL, whatever 75s, that might be something I would be interested in because they have the roll-up door. The one thing I did not like about the last model they had, they didn't come standard with a backup camera, but I think the newer ones do. Got to have a backup camera on any skid steer I buy, just like with a truck. You know, when I bought this truck, that was one of the things that, you know, got to have a backup camera. So, yeah. But other than that, y'all, that's where I'm at on the skid steer. And this is, of course, this, you know, Bobby could break down right now. I mean, you could. So, yeah. All these yards need cutting bad. Well, Zach's already started cutting. So hey y'all, so I was riding from where we were at over there, where Zach was cutting grass, to over here, and y'all ain't gonna believe what I saw on the side of the road. I had to do a double take, y'all, and I'm gonna turn the GoPro on and I'm gonna show y'all what I found just on the side of Highway 16 over here in Turin. Okay, y'all, so I'm over here and I got to show y'all, like I was talking about in the other video, look at what I found on the side of 16 by the railroad tracks, y'all. Look, y'all know what this is, don't you? That's a freaking mud flap. Dude, I think I can work with that, y'all. That's heavy duty, man. So yeah, aren't I glad that I did not Dude, I mean, I'm the luckiest dude around, man. I can't believe I found that, man. And I've been looking on the side of the road, because I used to see this guy. I mean, if you look on the side of the road as you ride, you'll see all kinds of stuff. And I know that because, well, I cut a lot of roadside stuff. And I found these things on the side of the road 100 times since I've been in business. And, you know, that's going to do it, man, for the Skag right there. I'll be able to use that. You know, I don't need nothing brand new, $50. That was free. Yeah, y'all. Okay, y'all. So I'm back over here at the bamboo site. The ground's a little bit wet. But the owner wants to make sure that this area right here goes downhill. So we're going to be scraping this with the new tooth bucket. Of course, I'm going to push these trees and get all this stuff to the woods back there, out into the open area where I can get it with a brush cutter. See that area down there that y'all see through the woods? See, that is an area that I can get with a brush cutter. So after talking with the owner, we're gonna, our goal is to, you know, well, make it where we don't have so much dirt around. So I might take some of this and sprinkle it around on the field out here, and then we'll be running over it with a lawnmower every time we come. But I can't get great big stuff, and that's the thing with, you know, with moving this stuff around. If you don't want the lawnmowers to have to run over that and that, and I don't want to spend a bunch of time picking through it by, you know, by hand. But you can see that this bamboo is still, it's still, look at it. Now see that? Look, it's here, dude. It is nothing nice. So, but I'm gonna get in here and try to fill in that hole right there, because I would like to make this as smooth as I can, to where we can at least manage it somewhat with a lawnmower or with minimal effort, right? The bamboo in here will never be the same because I have ripped up, I mean, I have ripped it up, but it don't take long for this shit to come back, man. I'm surprised I don't see any green spurts coming back up out of the ground, but I've been ripping them. If you get it by the root, right here, if you get it by that and you can pull that stuff out, that's where you want to be, man. I mean, but that stuff is tough, man. See, that probably runs into another 5 or 10 of them, and then yeah. So I'm gonna set y'all up. I'm not sure exactly where, because I can't have y'all in my way. But we're gonna work on it in this area a little bit, and then we're gonna start migrating over to that area, because we got to get all that too. So I don't really even know where to put y'all. I just don't want to run over the camera with the Bobcat. Y'all see that pretty ass tooth bucket on there? We finna see, y'all. We finna see what that bucket's all about, man. Spend enough money on it. Let me get some of my money back. right, y'all, that's all I'm gonna do today. But I'm getting big roots up, man. Look at this root right here. I mean, I'm getting a lot. It's just, this just takes a lot of time, man. It's rough on the machine. That new bucket did really good. But the more trees that I can get out, of course, I'm not gonna take out none of the big ones. But like that pine tree right there, it was about half dead anyway, so, you know, why not? It's getting a little bit easier to move around in here now. Yeah. But see what I'm saying? It doesn't look like you're doing a lot, but man, y'all see the roots that I have dug up? Oh my God, I got mounds and mounds of dirt and just roots. Yeah, man. I didn't even get to that area over there because I gotta make this area over here where I can push down the hill. And then what I'm gonna do when I get down the hill, where it's not so, where the ground's nice and level, I'm gonna spread that dirt around, and then see, I'll run the brush cutter through there about 2 or 3 times a year. And as long as there's not no big trees, then the brush cutter can, you know, the Bobcat brush cutter, it'll keep this stuff at bay. And that's why it's not growing hardcore in the woods down there, because over time I've been able to run my brush cutter in these woods down here. See, and that's the best thing for it after you remove it, is to just keep the ground cut short or put grass down or something. I need to bring, I'm gonna have to level this up a little bit though. I need to make it friendly for a lawnmower. It don't have to be perfect, but it needs to be better than it is. But yeah, I'm wore out, man. Tell you what, you take a beating, man, digging like that. Yeah, man, the machine's running great though. But boy, I tell you what, it takes its toll, you know. But that new tooth bucket, man, is doing what it do, y'all. I mean, it's so rigid and everything. I don't think my machine's powerful enough to bend it. But yeah, all right, y'all, I'll kick back.